Hi everyone, this is part 2 of using site info in Sakai. In this section we'll talk about creating and managing groups in Sakai. Let's get started. There are times when you may want to split your class into student groups for some sort of group work or project. Once you've created your groups, then you can create group assignments, group forums, and even release tests and quizzes to specific groups. Let's click on Site Info to get started. We'll select the Manage Groups tab, and then we'll look at this. There are several options for creating your groups. We'll start with the Create New Group. You'll use this if you want to manually control the members who get put into each group. At the top, make sure and give your group a title. So we're going to call this Test 1. Then if you'd like, you can put a short description in to further define the group. That's not a required field, so we'll skip that for now. The next box is important. It says allow members to see the other members of this group. Usually I would click yes on this. I don't have any reason for students not to know who they're working with. If you do though, leave that box unchecked. Next you're going to scroll down and you're going to begin moving students over into this group. You can click a name at a time and move it, or you can highlight a group and move them at one time. If you make a mistake and you want to move someone out of the group, just click on their name and move the arrow back. Once you've got the group set, click Add. On this page, you'll see the title of the group, how many students were in it, and the names of the students that you added. You can always edit this again if you need to. The next type of group is a joinable set, and in this type of group, the students can join the group of their choice. Again, the first thing you need to do is give this set a name. So we'll call this set A. Now I need to decide how many groups am I going to have. So in this one, I'm just going to say 2 groups. Then I need to know how many is the maximum number of students who can sign up for a given group. So make sure and do the math so that no student is left out of a group. Here I'm going to say 3. Again, the question is when do we allow students to see the group membership? Do we want them to see other members before they pick a group? Do we want them to see their members once they've joined a group? And do we want to allow them to unjoin the group? I would normally select allow members to see the other members of the groups after they've joined. Again, click Add. And in this setting, you'll see that there was a group set A1 and set A2 because I chose 2 groups and I said the maximum number is 3. So once 3 people have signed up for the group, no more can join this particular group. And as with the original group that we added, you can always edit these. You can change the titles and put more definition in there if you would like. The third type is called auto groups. And in this type of group, Sakai will do the settings for you. In your live course, the roles will be listed a little bit different than they are here. You'll normally look for the role that says student. In this case, participant is the closest equivalent, so we'll click that. Now, it's defaulting to create a single group for the selected role. I don't want to leave that because otherwise it's going to put everyone in this role in one group, which normally is not very helpful. So I'm going to create random groups for members within that role. Here I have 2 options. I can split by the number of groups I need or split by the number of users I need per group. Here's an easy way to decide. Let's say that you have 3 different books and you want to assign groups to review each book. You only have 3 books, so you're only going to have 3 groups. So we can select split by the number of groups needed. We can give the group a title and we'll call it Group A. And we'll say, I need 3 groups. If I click Add, the system will create Group A, 1, 2, and 3, because I said I needed 3 groups. It does the count, so it tells me how many are going to land in each group, and then it will automatically assign names. Now, if I see names in groups and maybe I don't want those particular individuals working together, maybe they've been working together previously, I can still go in and edit this. I'm going to go back to the auto groups again, and this time we're going to select participant. In the second option, I may want to create groups based on the number that I want to work together. In this kind of setting, there may be one assignment and I just want people maybe to even work in pairs. So here I'm going to give the assignment a title again, or the group a title, and here I'll call it Book Review. And I only want people to work in pairs, so I'll put 2 here. Then I'll click Add. You'll see here that it created 2 groups because I only have 4 students in this course. If you had 20 students, it would create 10, and so on. If you need to edit any of this, you can click on it. If you decide you don't want certain members to work together, you can manually move members around as well. But this is a quick way to have the system just randomly generate members to your groups. Once you're happy with what you've got, click the Update button, and there you have it. So that's how you set up groups in your course.